Hi, welcome. This is Melissa from the Nonprofit Curious podcast, and I'm so excited to welcome you to 2026. This year, we're so excited to be opening up new chapters in the nonprofit space. We are extending past just nonprofits to figuring out how you, as a busy professional, can figure out how to engage with doing more good in your neighborhood. I just wanted to just jump on and make a very casual, non educational piece of content for you guys as we enter into the new year. Really, my heart has and always will be to support nonprofits. But I'm also finding that a lot of people are coming to me and finding that they want to start entrepreneurship journeys that support nonprofits. So there's a model that we learned about when I was back in undergrad, and it was basically talking about how we could have like a for-profit business as like an umbrella and then pop underneath a nonprofit as like a foundation or some other cause that you're funneling some of that cash flow into. And that's a model that's actually really popular throughout the country and overseas. And so I'm really excited to kind of try to promote that a little bit more, figure out how some of my entrepreneurship buddies that have for-profit businesses, LLCs, small businesses, how we can actually partner up with existing nonprofits. So this podcast is not just for people who have a nonprofit or want to have a nonprofit. This is a podcast for anyone who wants the world to be a better place and to be inspired and figure out how they can play their part. So, with that being said, I just wanted to jump on and share a couple of things. I posted a reel today on the Pursuit of Purpose Consulting page. And I am going to share a little bit about what it talks about because I think it's really pertinent to what we're doing here on the podcast. So, really, I just said like on this page, we host the Nonprofit Curious podcast. So, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me at Pursuit of Purpose Consulting. That's it. And if you're on TikTok, we're Nonprofit Curious. So that's strictly podcasting updates. We just launched a Substack at the very last week of 2025. So if you're looking for a one-stop shop, I've found that there's a lot of people who just follow the podcast or just follow the Instagram or just the Facebook page. Some people actually go to my brick and mortar website and follow me on my content there, which is like crazy to me because like there's so many other directions that social media and like it's just pulling us in every direction. That's why I chose Substack. So if you don't know, Substack is a free or paid version, and it's kind of going to act as a hub for the Nonprofit Curious podcast. Um, and basically, what we're going to use it for is blog posts, podcasts, articles. And so I'll be jumping in to share my 2 cents. And if you want that just all in one spot, the free level is there for you. It'll have occasional blog posts and stuff. If you're doing the paid option, which I set at $12 per month currently, um, you get early podcast drops and you also get access to the community board, which means if you have questions or if you just want to like support me as like a small business person or an everyday human, which we love, this is also a great way to say, hey, I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing. I would really appreciate it. Any feedback you have for any of the content that I put out, it's really for you. It's to help you. So, anyway, we are going to jump into the Nonprofit Curious podcast this year. We're shifting away from me just doing educational series to bringing more of a storytelling approach to things. So I'm really excited to actually host interviews with people that have nonprofits or are doing good in the world. People who I've got a friend and she has a nonprofit where she has worked on building these pouches to help women in the army and armed forces because a lot of times they don't have access to like pads, tampons, feminine care products when they're at like a USO traveling from station to station. And so she's been doing this for a number of years where she just will create these pouches and they're cute. They see fearfully and wonderfully made and they are supported by just people who donate. And she has been running this on her own for years. I'm going to be working with her this year to help her expand her footprint. She also does this organization called Brunch with a Blessing, where she just gathers women in the armed forces and gives them space to like talk and believe and encourage. And so she's a really awesome human. So anyway, she is going to be on the podcast this year. Her name is Genesis. Very excited for her, for you guys to meet her. I've known her for a number of years now, and we're just getting back to working together after a couple of years of her doing it on her own and doing a great job. My friend Jean, I say friend because these people started as clients or referrals, and they ended up being friends truly. Like, I love working with these humans, they're so amazing. And Jean is like, such an incredible human. She's got 3 kids. She's a single mom. She's been running an organization without putting a label on it and donating like $500 a month to feed children at this rescue home in Kenya, back where she's from. She now lives in the United States, but she's been just giving out of her own goodwill. And she launched a nonprofit from ideation all the way to having a 501(c)(3 and doing her first fundraising campaign last year. Incredible. Like, literally so freaking proud of Jean because she is on fire. And just like we got on a call earlier last week, and we're just reflecting together of how far she's come. And it's been so fun watching and joining in with her, but she's like so ready for 2026. And I'm like, yes, let's get it. Let's go for it. And there's a host of other people that have been a part of the Pursuit of Purpose slash nonprofit Curious Journey. And I just want to share that because that's the stuff that gets me going and keeps me feeling excited and happy and alive. And if I can bring that energy into this space, I think that that's something that could be really powerful. So yeah, I'm here to continue sharing some of those tips for early to mid-stage nonprofits as you're figuring it out, as you're a solopreneur. Um, I'm here to coach and consult if you need that, if you want that. I'm doing more pro bono this year than I ever have before, and I'm so excited to be adding that to my repertoire more. Um, and I'm here to promote your nonprofits. So if you're listening and you have a nonprofit and you're like trying to scrounge around any PR way that you can like boost your like footprint on who knows about you, just like literally email me, DM me, get in touch with me any way you can, whether you're listening to this on Substack or Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or you see a post. I'm literally blasting this everywhere. Like, if you have a nonprofit or know somebody who does and wants more recognition, jump on the podcast with me. Well, the way it works is we book a call together so I can like I want to make sure everyone's legit, right? So other people who are listening are like not just gonna be like, oh, this random person is on the pod. No, they have to kind of pass my litmus test. And I want to dig in with you a little bit, understand your journey, and then we go on a podcast. So we need a little bit of relationship before you can just hop on the podcast. It's not all willy-nilly. But that being said, like I would love to build a relationship with you and your nonprofit friends and figure out how we can support each other. So I'm really excited to help more people do good this year. That's it for me. Like, that's all I want. That's all I want for you. And I'm so excited for 2026 because I'm feeling good vibes. And so yeah, stay tuned, stay in touch, and I'm so excited. We're gonna kick it off with such good vibes. So see you in the next episode, and we'll talk soon. Bye.